Now, online learning is one thing when your studies are mostly reading and writing, but hands-on programs have to reinvent themselves completely. And Vancouver Community College's culinary arts program is legendary. People come here from all over the world to get their red seal at VCC. And Tobias MacDonald is a chef instructor. Tobias, hello to you.
Hello, Gloria. How are you today?
I am doing very well. Nice to see you in your kitchen. So just take us back to when COVID-19 hit. What happened in your teaching kitchens?
First off, we shut down for about a week to kind of figure out what we were doing and just get kind of organized. And then we went straight online. So we're lucky that we have quite a bit of stuff kind of already in our Moodle platforms. But we needed to add some extra activities and such to get going. And then very quickly, I kind of discovered that I don't have a lot of media. So I started doing a lot of videos. And as it kind of evolved, it gets a little bit boring sometimes for the students. So we started to do black box type things. Okay, what do you guys have in your fridge? And let's try and whip something up. So we made things like cream puffs and souffle. Just simple things that take, butter, flour, sugar, and eggs, those kind of things. And as we keep going, kind of evolves a little more. My last class, I dropped off little care packages to everyone. So, yeast was very difficult for most people to find. So dropped off things like yeast and flour and eggs and butter and chocolate. And we kind of started to expand our offerings a little bit, and we do a lot of Zoom meetings where we kind of bake together online.
Oh, I see. So how do you keep that interactive? Does it get confusing at times?
Yeah, it gets a little confusing. I mean, especially I'm teaching baking, so there's kind of a lot of downtime, especially with the bread baking. You got to stop and wait for it to proof. So we turned it into a project where everyone will post their photographs online or a video afterwards, and we can kind of talk about it.
Now, we've got the camera pointing at you right now, but I understand you've even taken to using an action cam to demo things. What's that like?
Yeah, it works out a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to incorporate it all. I'm very much learning about videography as we do this. So yeah, I went out and I bought an action cam, and then we've been playing around with chest mounts and head mounts to try and get that point of view, field of view for the students so that they can kind of see what's going on in the demos.
So, I mean, one thing is you can eyeball what your students are doing and say that looks about right, the rising looks right, the icing looks great, or that type of thing. But what about the taste test? What do you do on that front?
There's nothing I can do, but we're teaching adults here, and self-assessment I think is a very valuable skill. So this becomes an opportunity for them to kind of develop their self-assessment skills.
Okay, you're going to start to allow some students to come back into your campus kitchen. How are you going to approach that?
So right at this moment, we have one class running, and I think it's at about half capacity so that there's lots of space for social distancing. And we're working out all the kinks with that kind of pilot program. I think that one runs for 2 weeks. Then we're going to stop and we're going to figure out what works and what doesn't. And then we will add 2 more classes, figure out how it works, add 2 more classes, with safety being the most important thing here. So we're opening up very, very slowly to make sure that we have lots of space and procedures in place that work.
Now, what about international students, Tobias? How has that population been affected?
So far, so good. I think as new cohorts are coming in, that probably will be affected with travel bans and such. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But up till now, everyone's been very happy, and they're staying the course. They're continuing on, and I know certainly in my experience, I'm very apologetic because this isn't the best circumstances for us to be teaching under. And I think everyone seems to understand that this is a worldwide thing, and this is happening no matter where you are in the world. So So it's something that everyone's evolving to live with.
No, that's so true. But I mean, I guess how confident at the end of the day are you that you will still be able to teach them everything they need to know to have them develop properly as chefs?
Well, to teach them everything they need to know, I don't think it's possible. I think that what we're trying to do is we're trying to give a very good foundation. And my hope and my dream is that when we're able to get back and we're able to get them in here and give them the important things, and I always try and stress to my students that I'm here for you anytime. Going into the future, even after graduation, we're always here to answer questions. We're always here to help you develop. And cooking is a lifelong skill, and it evolves as it goes. So they might be starting a tiny bit behind, but I think that there's certainly plenty of time to catch up afterwards.
Well, the connection is certainly important, especially at these times, Tobias, and so is the cake that's over your shoulder. So I hope you enjoy that. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.